And we are live from the Texan Lobby Studio, the historical Texan Lobby Studio in downtown Greenville, Texas. It is CTFM, Coffee, Tea, Friendly, and Me, brought to you each, and Barbara, who ran our...
Coffee, Tea, Friendly, and Me.
That's right, Coffee, Tea, Friendly, and Me. Okay. Our co-host, one Miss Barbara Horan. Thank you so much for letting us be in your house this morning.
Yes.
Folks, we've got a phenomenal CTFM, and we have a phenomenal Friendly Live today. Today is a day that we may fill the theater, your house.
Yay.
Right.
That would be awesome.
And each and every Wednesday, we do this here at the Texan Lobby Studio because of Hunt Regional Healthcare. And then
they just had a ribbon cutting.
They just had a ribbon cutter on the new edition.
I've read all about it. Sounds like a
I didn't
great.
I didn't get to go, but I'm going tomorrow to see Lisa. And we also have one of your favorites, Discount Wheel and Tire, whose service is the bottom line.
And yesterday was
Ladies' Day.
At Valvoline Express. No,
did you go? You don't have to go. You have an electric car.
Oh no, it still gets serviced.
Huh?
It still gets oil change.
An electric car?
Mm-hmm. Well, my car's a hybrid.
So I don't know. Oh, it's a hybrid. Mm-hmm. Oh.
It only gets about 30 to 50 miles electric, and then it switches to gas.
Folks, as I said before, our permanent co-host, Miss Barbara Horan, she allows us to come in her house and play till the afternoon. Barbara, thank you so much. What we normally do, and we're going to do it now, I don't know.
Who's going to do it?
You know what? A lot of people don't like to play in public. So? Well, I'm going to. Good. So would y'all just bow your heads, because we like to give grace and we like to give thanks, because we're blessed.
We are.
Lord, we come to you this morning asking you to continue to bless this theater, Barbara, and all those involved in letting CTFM be here so that the world can see it. And Lord, we just ask you to watch over each and every one, our guests today, all those that are involved in our show. Have a safe return home, Lord, and we just ask this all in your precious name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Now y'all get ready. I didn't warn them, but we've got two guests that's coming up, and you're gonna learn a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna learn a lot, because we do have Cowgirl Janey and Marshal Allen Bailey right here on CTFM. Y'all come back with us.
When you've got a real emergency on your hands, you need a full-service ER team on your side. And only Hunt Regional Healthcare offers complete care for emergencies. We've got emergency medicine certified physicians, trauma certified nurses, specialty surgeons, respiratory therapists, and an on-site full-service lab and imaging to help you get back to living your best life. Hunt Regional Medical Center, the right choice for complete care.
Carol Hoops and Trey Warren at C&R Floors invite you to their new location for the same quality products, service, and installation they have provided for over 20 years. C&R Floors, 2706 Highway 69 South in Greenville.
Are you tired of those big chain tire dealers giving you the runaround? Are you not getting the customer service you deserve? If not, call me and I will wrench the competition. Come see us at Discount Wheel and Tire at 4609 Wesley in Greenville. Discount Wheel and Tire, and we will get you all that you deserve.
And we are live at the Texan Lobby Studio, the historical Texan Lobby Studio at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. Folks, I'm excited to introduce, and we're brought to you by Discount Wheel and Tire, and they were just on Hunt Regional Healthcare. Thanks, our co-host, one Miss Barbara Horan. The guests that are coming up next, right?
They're here all day.
Huh?
There here all day.
I know it, and they were here yesterday. They were on...
on your show?
On my show on Friendly Radio yesterday, but they're here this morning. Cowgirl Janey and Marshal Allen Bailey. Folks, howdy. I just want to say that yesterday afternoon, from about 3 o'clock until 5 o'clock, it was an enjoyable time.
It was.
And
Yeah.
you're here this morning to tell the audience just a little bit about who and what is going to happen today on that stage.
Well, first of all, I am the retired Marshal of Dodge City, Kansas, and Cowgirl Janey chased me and chased me and chased me. It was terrible. It was across 3 counties.
Stop.
And I got this bum foot, and I fell, and she caught me and drugged me out to retirement. And we're out in central Kansas now, and Cowgirl Janey and I do a radio show. It's a syndicated, and you run it on your
We
station.
run it on friendlyradio.com, Texans, Legends, and Outlaws. And you know, Barbara, he evades sometimes from the limit how long they've been doing it, but I just asked him point blank, you've been doing it a while.
34 years.
Wow. I was thinking I had just read, and I was like, well, maybe that's a misprint. Maybe somebody had fat fingers like I did.
34 years.
I was 5 years old when I started.
And now he's 22.
And Cowgirl Janey has been with me for 11 years at that.
He tricked me.
Yeah, I tricked her. We were on the air and she was answering the telephone. And so she sat down in a chair in front, this true story, in front of a microphone, right? So I just turned on the microphone and I said, "Welcome to the ranch, Cowgirl Janey." And she started talking and talking and she has never quit. But I will say one thing though, to be honest with you, she's the sparkle of the show. Because when I do the show, it's, oh yeah, you know, that's nice, that's okay. But when Cowgirl Janey comes on there and all
I can hear it.
it's just perfect.
Yeah.
And but anyway, we do sincerely appreciate you and letting us be on your radio show. And
Well, it's my pleasure, our pleasure.
today in the theater, we're going to sing some cowboy songs and tell some Old West history, and it's just going to be a lot of fun.
And folks, he excuse me, he has a history, if you will, of how this all started. But before we go there, but I guess the title of the show ties into that, Western Swing and Other Things.
That's right.
And let me just say, folks, the show, 4 to 6, every Saturday afternoon. And I've listened to it several times. And Luke Clayton is on there. Yeah, he's on Friendlee Radio and Western Swing and Other Things.
Yeah, he's been with us for 10 years. It was Luke that put us together.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, he did. And Luke had been trying to get us over at another radio station to do it. We never did. But when we had the opportunity with friendlyradio.com, bingo. Man, it was a shoe-in.
Yeah.
Yay.
But tell us a little bit about Western Swing and Other Things musical-wise.
Well, what we do on that, of course, the main showcase is Western Swing, and we try to keep up with the latest, and we always tell who's playing on them and where it was recorded if we can. And then we really like to augment the old recordings because there was such fantastic talent back in the 30s and 40s. What I mean to say by that, those old boys did it right when they went into studio. There wasn't no backing up and punching in this bad note and doing all that. Now, let me ask you something. How many times you ever watched Lawrence Welk?
Oh my goodness, how many times them bubbles I seen them every Saturday night?
Did you ever hear him make a mistake?
Nope.
That was a live performance when that thing was taped. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. And it was just a whole different world in those days than it is today, when you can get somebody that's halfway tone deaf and go in there and twist all these dials and bring his voice up to where it belongs, and And you got all these different musicians from all over the country that email in their things, and which is fine.
Right.
That's all right. I'm not knocking technology, but what I'm saying is that it was an amazingly beautiful time for music, for when those guys could go, Hank Williams and them guys could go in there and lay down such a beautiful thing. And when we get away from the Western swing, we do the same thing. We play a little big band, we play a little bit of nonsense, novelty songs. Some of the stuff just completely out of left field. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
It is, folks. Believe me, I've listened to it. I tell you what, boy, I gotta quit drinking that coffee before I drink.
Go with this,
this
coffee.
One thing that really impressed me in listening to the show was the fact Western Swing and Cowgirl Janey says, and other things, okay? So that other things, I was listening to it one Saturday afternoon around, I don't know, maybe 5 o'clock, and I heard In the Mood.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, wait a minute, that's kind of, is that Dorsey? And it was. And then
Other
heard,
things.
Huh?
That's other things.
Other things, right. And then I heard another, and I went, wow, now this is just not about what, and then all of a sudden here's Luke Clayton. I went, lock dog, man, I tell you what, this is going to be a good one. So I listened to the show, and I've listened ever since when I'm around and I can listen to it. But the one thing that I really enjoy is how the opening of the show, who is that? Is that Cowgirl Janey that talks about that little script that she does?
Oh, yeah. Jerry is Cowgirl Janey, and then we got 2 or 3 other voices. The ones you talk about that's kind of introduces the show.
Yeah.
It says, hang on, because the Marshall's kind of rough cut type, which is true. They're just trying to let people know that this ain't just regular radio. You just just kind of forgive all the eccentricities.
Well, another thing that really intrigues me is, folks, what you see is real, okay? There ain't no plastic over here. There ain't nothing except the truthful matter is that these 2 individuals are doing something, they've done something for 34 years. So that is the direction that Friendlee Radio is going. And we want to be there, and we will. But it's like Murray says, baby steps, baby steps.
Well, I was wondering, because I read all that, they sent us an email.
Right.
And it kept scrolling. Click on this, this is this. How did you get started? How did you, Western Swing in Texas is Bob Wills is still king, but that doesn't mean I heard it at my house. My house was Beethoven and Bach and that sort of stuff. And so I was an adult before I heard Western Swing, but was it young kids? Did you just fall in love with it, or?
I started playing these old rough honky tonks when I was 11 years old.
Oh my.
Yeah, I was kind of for a kid, I was a pretty hot guitar player. and so I kind of grew up just inundated with Western Swing from all sides. And years later, there was a little podunk radio station out there in western Kansas that was just barely surviving. I mean, they were the type that when it rained, they went in there with a tarp and covered the record library because the roof leaked, and they had extension cords and mold and all these wonderful things. They had the windows open in the air room, and you could hear chickens out back. It was just that type of thing. It was, grassroots.
Right.
Grassroots.
And they needed some volunteers, and so I took a band out there, a Western Swing band, and we played music for them while they had a fund drive. Well, the gal that was the program director, she noticed that I had a gift of gab, and we were talking about that yesterday. The secret to doing radio is to be able to talk for 15 minutes and not say nothing. And she,
I can do that.
I know.
and she knows,
Johnny Jr.
she knows that I had that ability, and so she said, well, I want you to consider hosting a radio show. And I said, what kind you want? She said, Celtic music.
That's Ian's music.
Yeah. Well, I said, well, I am a squat. But I do not know nothing about Scottish music. I said, I do know Western swing. I know everything there is to know about Western swing. And she said, I don't even know what that is, but we are desperate. Would you do a show? And I said, sure. And so I said, but I'm going to call it Western Swing and Other Things so I can get by with murder. And she says, you're on. I've been doing it ever since. Didn't think it would last a week, but we're still going after it. And then all these years later, here we are. We have the Swinging Gate Ranch Radio Network, and we are on several stations here in Texas. We're up in Kansas, Wilcox, Arizona, Glasgow, Scotland, Vesselders, Belgium, Lamel, Belgium, Toronto, Canada. We're in parts of Holland, and we're just in a lot of places. Then it's kind of, the reason I have to tiptoe on that is they do things a little different over there in Belgium, and there's a guy over there that has the radio station, and he daisy chains our show out to several other stations. So I'm not really sure where all we're at over there, but we're in a lot of places. So that's kind of how. And
are you on the internet?
Yeah.
So we can, the reason I ask is that that's sort of like Friendlee. You don't know where it goes. And like when I posted today, it could easily be in Africa. They could be watching us because I have friends in Africa. And
well, if you go to
they could be watching.
If you go to our webpage, WesternSwingOtherThings.com. So I have to get that.
Oh yeah, you have to put that in.
Well, if you do that, there is a schedule of where all we're at and what times and all that stuff. Right. So that's the easiest way.
And the great part about it is each show is different. Basically.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's
you give the songs, you give, it's always, and when I look at it, I went, wow, I remember that one. I remember that singer.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we're going to take a break. Is Ian, we're going to take a break and come back. Is that right? Okay, good. Folks, don't come back because there's a lot.
Do come back.
Huh?
Do come back.
Oh, do come back, right.
You said don't come back.
Oh, did I say don't?
You were saying don't go away, but I think it got mixed in with don't come back.
Yeah. She's bucking for the host, I know. Welcome back to CTFM at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. Y'all come back with us.
Every truck and SUV is on sale at Platinum Chevrolet.
New 2021 Silverados start at only $37,999, or choose from new 2021 Trailblazers and buy for under $20,000.
Don't miss Truck Month at Platinum Chevrolet.
Need a part for the right price? Look for that red and blue sign. Henley Auto Supply at 1510 Stonewall. Over 800,000 CarQuest parts to choose from. Domestic, European, and Asian parts. Henley Auto Supply at 903-455-1969. 455-1969. Henley Auto Supply has the right part to keep your vehicle running, and backed by the best hometown service. Henley Auto Supply. Great people, great products, great prices. Henley Auto Supply and CarQuest.
And we are live at the Texan Lobby Studio, historical Texan Lobby Studio, at the historical Texan Theater. Downtown Greenville, Texas, it is CTFM, Coffee, Tea, Friendlee,
and me,
our co-host, one Miss Barbara Horan. Thank you so much. Thank you. Folks, today's show is different.
Wait a second.
Huh?
They need to come visit us in our studio and have coffee.
Coffee
or tea.
And
go to the counter, tell them what you want, come around the corner, and you can also get tea and coffee all day. It's always free. Well, it's on
It's
somebody.
It's on Gary.
Gary, okay.
It's on Gary.
He'll
The
take care
coffee
of
and
it
tea is
too.
on Gary today, so don't worry about it,
So
folks.
you don't, the show is free? for
Show
you?
is free.
And tea's free?
Tea's
You can
free. You know-
enjoy yourself, have something to drink.
That word free is so hard to give away.
Yeah.
It
I
is,
know.
because I told Gabe we're going to start charging next week. So, anyway, our guest this morning, we have three guests. We have three guests.
You'll have another one. Two
Two
are
of
here
them are
now.
already here.
We got to talk to one of them.
Huh?
Janey hasn't talked much.
No, I know. That was what. And
I was gonna talk to her.
Right.
Because, well, I heard y'all kind of bantering. She chased me, she didn't, no. So how did you get all hooked up with, it wasn't 34 years because he said you've only been here about 11. So you must have, how did you get hooked up with all of this?
Well, do I tell the truth or make a big story?
I don't know.
Well,
like
in this
he
case,
does.
it's the same.
I don't know anything about that big story, so you better tell the truth.
Nobody knows anyway, so you can tell us
we-
anything.
We're both on an online dating site.
Yeah, it's,
and
Which one?
He picked me first.
Which one?
Yes, you did.
Which one was it? Matchmaker?
there's something about
eHarmony?
fish.
Yeah,
Oh,
something
something
We
like
had
that,
fish
yeah.
in there, find a fish or
Yeah.
go
It's
fishing
something like this.
together.
Or dumb as a fish or something. I don't know.
I can't remember. It used to show up on my Facebook
Yeah,
or somewhere
yeah.
about
Yeah.
fish or something.
And that's how we met.
It
Cool.
was guys with big hats looking for girls with big hats, no experience necessary. But anyway, go ahead.
See?
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, we decided we'd meet halfway.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm
We
guessing y'all were
did.
in
in
far
Kansas.
away, in Kansas on opposite.
Opposite ends of
How's
I
that?
just saw
Dodge.
somebody said that the two main cities in Kansas look like they're trying to get out.
Oh.
They're on the edges. Des Moines
Yeah.
on the edge and Kansas City's on the edge, and it says it looks like they're trying to get out of the state.
that's-
But is that what y'all were on opposite ends?
Well, I was in Central,
Okay,
and he was out in Western Kansas, Dodge City, Marshal. And
so y'all met halfway.
we met halfway, and we were drinking coffee at this fast food place, and I got a phone call from my daughter who had an accident on the way to spring break. So that ended that.
That
She was
break
okay.
lasted about 5 minutes.
Everybody was fine, just shook up, you know, so that ended our first date.
Oops.
Yeah, so then we scheduled another one and another one. And here we are,
Wow.
still putting up with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask Marshall, when did it start? In other words, you've talked about, what was the date? What was it in October of a certain, what the year, well, 34 years, I guess.
Oh, you mean,
His was 34.
yeah, the
She's only been there
October
11.
the 1st.
October the 1st, that's what I was trying to get at,
Yeah.
because we talked about that,
Yeah.
excuse me, yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
So,
34 years ago.
October the 1st, and I was on the internet listening to the show, and I swear somebody on the show was talking about being 34 years to 35. I distinctly, I thought I heard 35 years. So for a while, I kept saying 35 years until I heard them say 34.
Yeah.
So I'm putting a year ahead, you know.
Well, it could have been me blabbing, or I might have put, I don't know for sure, but what we did, we announced it actually about a week ahead, and that way, whenever the show did play, it was pretty much right on the money, depending on where it was at, yeah.
Well, the show, Western Swing and Other Things, it actually does exactly what the title says. It's Western Swing and Other Things. And for those of you that are not familiar with Western Swing, I do believe that there is a sister city west of Dallas called Fort Worth. Okay, Fort Worth, from what I understand over the years that I've been in Texas, has really been the place where Western swing is more abundant, if you will. Dallas, no. Now they
Well,
like to
until a
club-
month from now.
Huh?
And Greenville's going to be the place for Western.
Oh my goodness! But y'all got to come back.
Yeah.
Come
Y'all
visit
gotta
us
go back.
there.
Bob Wills.
Well,
Bob Wills
we're-
Film
we're-
Festival.
We're
We're
Jason
talking
Roberts,
about
you
it.
know Jake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a weekend of, they still need sponsorships too, but it's going to be a weekend of a lot of Western swing music.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
bands going to be here, and then in the theater, I have the contest, which is one of two contests. The other one's at Turkey, that is actually
Yeah.
sponsored. Carolyn will be here. Carolyn Wills will be here most of the weekend.
Yeah.
And
His daughter.
his
Yeah.
daughter.
And she's a wonderful lady. You love her. She's just so vibrant.
And we'll have lots and lots and lots of Western swing music all weekend.
Oh,
You can't beat that.
And then on top of planned things, then everybody jams. So,
Right.
you know, people
Yeah.
have their fiddles and they go somewhere and, oh, look, you got a fiddle. Let's just,
Yeah.
so they just sit down and start playing anywhere.
I wonder if that, what is it, Ryan, the little champion fiddle player, was come
Oh,
down.
I don't know.
Anyway, he was, the first time I saw him here, he was 14 years old. He was a world champion fiddle player, and he was at Bob Wills one year. So, and he's, I don't know where he's at now, but yes, it'll be a fun time. Going back on our conversation in the beginning, Western swing and other things is one that I personally, we talked about this yesterday, when you go to a retirement community, a nursing home or whatever, especially those homes that have people in wheelchairs and they're sitting around and not doing nothing, they're just sitting there, right? Well, and we were talking about it yesterday, music, and you know.
Music
Communication.
wakes them up.
Oh, it wakes them up,
It's amazing
And
what
so
your memory
right.
pops, from what I've read, pops right in
It
and they
does.
sing
Yep.
and they are moving.
Yep. All of a sudden, deep down inside there, they are with their mom or dad or
Yes.
wherever that tune was prevalent in their life.
Right.
And you know, that's what we do here now.
Yeah.
Because I've heard songs on your show that throw my memory back to that exact time where I was. It's kind of like you knew where you were on the assassination.
Yeah.
You knew where, if you're old enough, you knew where you were on Pearl Harbor. I wasn't even born, but all of this stuff, it's memory. And it's a good memory, and it makes those patients, if you will, feel good.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Yeah.
And when I heard the first show, when I heard that, and I thought, okay, that's it. Okay, so do you go out and do shows for fundraisers and stuff like we do here in Greenville?
Well,
Wait a minute, I said fundraisers. I didn't mean F-U-N-D. I meant F-U-N.
yeah, we do a number of personal parents type things throughout the year that kind of it keeps us sharpened up, but it also allows us to do some good for the community or draw attention to this or that. But yeah, we do. We
Now,
perform some.
You have a band?
Yes, if we can get them together, because now that this same band, they've grown up and they're married and they have kids, and one lives over here and one lives way over here. And it used to be easier whenever there's in one spot and you could just make a phone call. So, but yeah, we do have a band, and it's just a little tougher to get them together than it used to be.
Right. Now, one question, I don't know if you're going to ask them or not, but do you really have a ranch? Is you got cows
Oh, yeah.
and chickens?
Yeah.
And you
Swinging Gate Ranch.
Swinging Gate Ranch.
Now, let me tell you I know what you're going to ask next, so I'm going to give you the answer. How many cattle do you got?
Yep.
Too many.
Too many.
Right there's the answer. Same with chickens.
Our chickens are entertainment.
Yeah. But yes, we do. The Swinging Gate Ranch is an actual place, and that is indeed where we record and broadcast
So
from.
I'm putting the two together, right? Because he's already told us that the first time there was chickens in the front and they had to cover up, and so I'm thinking, where did you get that idea for them chickens outside and all that? When it first started.
Mm-hmm.
So you have merchandise that you sell.
Yeah, we
Did
do.
you bring merchandise today?
We did bring some CDs.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
we didn't
audience-
bring T-shirts or nothing like that. but-
Audience loves the CDs.
Yes, they do.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, they really like them because once they hear what they're going to get, well, that just sells it
Well,
right there.
you've heard the CD. Do you like it?
Oh yeah.
You take Friendly's advice.
Oh, yeah, I tell you
Every
what.
home in America should have one.
That's the absolute Kansas truth right there. But when you started, I'm sure you had a plan, and you've been working that plan because, hey, it's kind of like this lady right here. And when did you get 2007? You got this?
No, I bought it in 10.
You bought it in
June
10.
of 2010.
She bought it June of 2010. I met her that same year, I think. Yeah, because
You were next door.
We drank a lot of wine.
You taught me to drink wine over
You
there.
taught her.
He pretended it was a margarita, but he put wine in it, so it was a winerita. And then he got me into drinking white wine, and then he got me drinking red wine.
Right.
And
But she had a plan, and she continued to work that plan. I was fortunate enough to be able to know who she was and what she was going to be doing in our community. So I got to tell you what.
Oh no, I didn't know what I was going to do
know
in the
you didn't.
community.
I think we got to get out of here, but we're going to see you again at noon, folks.
Yep.
At noon.
Come
right
on
here
down.
at
Come to the
Texas
theater.
Right, come to the Texas Theater.
Have lunch. I
Have lunch.
said the tea's free, but you can buy lunch, go to the counter.
Right.
People say they don't know what to do. Go to the counter, order, you'll get a number,
Right.
go watch
sit
the
down
show,
and-
and your
yeah.
food will show up.
And be
Magic.
treated like a king or a
Yep.
queen. Okay. Marshal.
Thank y'all very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank y'all
It was
very
fun
much.
to hear the
Thanks for
story.
having us.
You betcha. And we're coming back, CTFM, right here at the Historical Texan Theater. And remember, I was telling you about that legend that was coming? She's sitting over here on the left-hand side.
All
Pud's
right.
coming. Y'all come back with us. Oh, by the way, the
Company coming? Make sure they stay with us. At Best Western Plus, we'll treat them right. Like hot complimentary breakfast, spacious rooms, a glorious pool, fitness and business center, and best of all, a friendly staff. Our large, flexible meeting rooms are great for business and social get-togethers. Best Western Plus, just off of Interstate 30 near Cracker Barrel. Staying with us is always a plus. Best Western Plus in Greenville.
Hi, I'm Kathy with Long Branch Dental Center. Lumineers are porcelain glass shells that fit over the top of your teeth and give them a dynamite look. You can change the shape, the size, and the color. So call today to ask about Lumineers. Long Branch Dental Center, making North Texas more beautiful, one smile at a time.
Company coming? Make sure they stay with us. At Best Western Plus, we'll treat them right. Like hot complimentary breakfast, spacious rooms, a glorious pool, fitness and business center, and best of all, a friendly staff. Our large, flexible meeting rooms are great for business and social get-togethers. Best Western Plus, just off of Interstate 30 near Cracker Barrel. Staying with us is always a plus. Best Western Plus in Greenville.
Hi, I'm Kathy with Long Branch Dental Center. Lumineers are porcelain glass shells that fit over the top of your teeth and give them a dynamite look. You can change the shape, the size, and the color. So call today to ask about Lumineers. Long Branch Dental Center, making North Texas more beautiful, one smile at a time.
Company coming? Make sure they stay with us. At Best Western Plus, we'll treat them right. Like hot complimentary breakfast, spacious rooms, a glorious pool, fitness and business center, and best of all, a friendly staff. Our large, flexible meeting rooms are great for business and social get-togethers. Best Western Plus, just off of Interstate 30 near Cracker Barrel. Staying with us is always a plus. Best Western Plus in Greenville.
Every truck and SUV is on sale at Platinum Chevrolet.
New 2021 Silverados start at only $37,999, or choose from new 2021 Trailblazers and buy for under $20,000.
Don't miss Truck Month at Platinum Chevrolet.
Need a part for the right price? Look for that red and blue sign. Henley Auto Supply at 1510 Stonewall. Over 800,000 CarQuest parts to choose from. Domestic, European, and Asian parts. Henley Auto Supply at 903-455-1969. 455-1969. Henley Auto Supply has the right parts to keep your vehicle running. And backed by the best hometown service. Henley Auto Supply. Great people, great products, great prices. Henley Auto Supply and CarQuest.
When you've got a real emergency on your hands, you need a full-service ER team on your side. And only Hunt Regional Healthcare offers complete care for emergencies. We've got emergency medicine certified physicians, trauma certified nurses, specialty surgeons, respiratory therapists, and an on-site full-service lab and imaging to help you get back to living your best life. Hunt Regional Medical Center, the right choice for complete care.
Carol Hoops and Trey Warren at C&R Floors invite you to their new location for the same quality products, service, and installation they have provided for over 20 years. C&R Floors, 2706 Highway 69 South in Greenville.
Are you tired of those big chain tire dealers giving you the runaround? Are you not getting the customer service you deserve? If not, call me and I will wrench the competition. Come see us at Discount Wheel and Tire at 4609 Wesley in Greenville. Discount Wheel and Tire, and we will get you all that you deserve.
we are live from the Historic Texan Theater lobby studio, where Coffee and Tea is on somebody, Gary.
And
come visit us.
And it
Sponsored
is
by
CTFM.
it's
Coffee,
CTFM.
Tea, Friendly.
Me.
And me.
And
Yes.
Hunt Regional Health
Regional
Care.
Healthcare and discount.
Wee, tired.
With all of that said, our next guest is going to bring you up to snuff on what has been going on and what's fixing to go on in our community. What better?
Because we got a busy
Oh my
October.
goodness.
I was looking at my calendar.
Yeah.
And I went, oh my goodness, the dinner parties. We've got dinner parties this month.
Right. Plus,
come have fun.
Housewarmers is here.
Yes, come tell us what.
And she is ready to go.
There is, and like I said, my newsletter dropped this morning.
Okay.
I got it.
And you can find it all over in many of the different groups and things on Facebook, always on the Housewarmers of Greenville page. I'm going to give you the high points today. That's about all I've really, that's all I can do because it's so long. And you can't believe how many fun things I had to choose not to include this time. And I'm working on a way to, so that I don't have to say, don't have to do that in the future. But I'm going to start by talking about pumpkins.
Pumpkins?
Because it's the time of the year when everybody wants to decorate.
Yep.
And we've got two really wonderful pumpkin patches in the area. Everybody, I think if you drive out to past the Quick Trip, anything out that way on Joe Ramsey Boulevard,
Right.
You'll see the Wesley Methodist Church.
Well, you can see them a mile away.
I know,
Yeah.
and they do such a great job every year with their annual pumpkin patch. And that one is now open all the way through the end of the month, and it's open Sunday through Friday from 1 to 8, and Saturdays from 9 to 8. And they've got all kinds of things out there, and all of the money goes toward their youth programs, which is really neat. If you stay on that road and go a little further out, like about 7 or 8 miles further out, you will come to Katy Farms.
Katy Christmas Tree Farm.
And this time of the year, they now have a pumpkin festival.
Yes.
And they have got a gorgeous array of
is
the
unbelievable.
pumpkins and gourds and a lot of the fall decorations and the
A
bales.
gift shop that's unbelievable.
That's 69, isn't it? Highway 69?
Yeah,
Highway Lone Oak.
Highway 69, just before the 1564 farm market.
Towards Lone Oak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's about, like I say,
South.
it's about 7 or 8 miles south of the city limits. And they've got hay rides, and they've got a petting zoo, and excuse me, they've got, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. They've got photo opportunities, things set up like that, and then you can buy pumpkins and gourds to decorate there. There is an admission charge on that one, and they are open every weekend, Fridays from 4 to 7, Saturdays 10 to 7, and Sundays 1 to 7. So there's two really, really fun, ways.
Right.
You can, swoop in and grab your pumpkins from Wesley, or you can go on out to Katy Farms and have an adventure.
Right.
So,
And I'm sure that hot chocolate is probably either that or.
Well, I know they do it Christmas time, and it's wonderful.
Christmas time, but I don't know about, pumpkins.
I don't know.
Have you been
No, I don't know. Pumpkin spice hot chocolate. Who knows?
Right.
There is a pumpkin spice hot chocolate
actually see
because
that.
we've had.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
See, there we go.
We have pumpkin spice here.
And I'm just going to do a quick mention that A&M Commerce Music Department is starting their I'm going to call season of concerts this next week.
Nice.
And they do all kinds of wonderful concerts. Most of them are free. The big Christmas ones are not, and and the tickets for those are in pretty high demand. But they've got everything from a choral concert to band concerts to the Oktoberfest coming up. Oktoberfest.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
So lots of great things. And it's not that far over there, and the music department has been very, very highly regarded for so many years.
You know what impressed me about the bands over there, one particular, the drums.
Yes.
Yes.
The steel drums.
Steel drums.
And then they've got an amazing regular drum line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that music department is really remarkable.
It's pretty good, but Lion's Pride band.
Exactly. They're good. They are very, very good, too. Something else coming up that I think is fun, the Greenville High School Cosmetology Department this Saturday is having something they are calling the Disney Date. Oh. And children ages pre-K through 6th grade can come up and get the girls can get a princess makeover and the guys can get a superhero makeover.
Oh, how fun.
And the students will be there. It is $30 a kid. They're doing some pictures. They are, and then a lot of the students are going to be in costume. And so I think it's a great, it's a fundraiser that they're doing.
Wow.
And the cosmetology department is also open every Tuesday afternoon to the public. And they do hair and pedicures and manicures and facials and all kinds of wonderful things.
I had a friend of mine, Bobby, went and did.
I went several times last year and really enjoyed it.
He said it's a great experience.
It is. It really is. The kids.
I love what they do at our schools now.
Oh, I do.
I know. And how many of these students are graduating with their cosmetology license?
Right.
And so they're ready to go to work. And I think
there's no reason to go get in monster debt in college because you can get it.
That's right.
Or I know somebody. They said they got their cosmetology, but they wanted to go to college. So what they did was graduated with that and used it to pay for their college.
That is correct. Yes, there's
a great way to finance yourself, be independent, and not have a ton of debt afterwards.
That's right. Yeah, and so I think there's a lot. It's a very, very smart thing for some of these
Henry
students
would
to
say,
do.
moving right along.
Yes. Also coming up this weekend, there's a lot this weekend. I mean, it's every weekend is stacked. There's a benefit for CASA. That is a motorcycle ride now. It's taking place in Commerce, but it's to cover the whole county. Goodness gracious, great bowls of fire.
Oh yeah, great bowls of fire. We talked about that last week.
Yes. Okay. So we
did that.
You've also got the Home and Garden Show this weekend, and I'm sure you've mentioned that.
Where's it going to be?
That's going to be at Fletcher Warren Civic Center. It's going to be from 10 to 2. Keep Greenville Beautiful is sponsoring that.
Keep Greenville Beautiful.
And then also along with that, they're having a big electronics recycling event.
Is that this weekend?
That's the City of Greenville and Keep Greenville Beautiful. It's all part of the same kind of event.
Man.
And they'll take, computers and laptops. Well, it hasn't happened yet. You haven't missed it yet.
No, they do it every 3 months.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I'm not going to be here Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I was planning on it. Okay.
And then there's another thing coming up this weekend that is one of my very, 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 very favorite things, and that is the Knights of Columbus Oktoberfest. Oh my God, the food.
And the memories.
Oh my God, the food. It is a German extravaganza, bratwurst, lemon chicken, German potato salad, red cabbage, sauerkraut. You get the whole thing. It is $14 if you get the tickets in advance, $17 at the door. The thing I love is they also do takeout.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I've got it, I'm going to be pretty much busy during most of the afternoon and going to have to miss all the live music and the polka and all of that.
Right.
But I can go by and at least pick up my meal so that I've got it for later and enjoy it because I do not want to miss that meal.
You said Knights of Columbus. Where are they located?
Knights of Columbus. They are out on 34 South.
Okay.
Almost to the intersection at 1570. You turn on the right on Sunset Road. Yes, and they're just right down there.
I know there's a sign on 34 that's on Wesley
They've got a
Street.
big sign right now.
Oh, bigger,
because of Oktoberfest.
I tell everybody, they said, remember the old pink Cadillac? Yeah, that's where it was.
Okay.
That's where it is.
Yeah, right, yes. Let's see what else is going on to talk about. Of course, we all know next week is Bras for the Cause.
Yeah, do you
and
have...
I know you've been talking about that every week.
With the Gearhead Gathering, Ocho's reveal on Sunday.
Yes.
This Sunday, because it's before Bras, because they're going to reveal their bra at that time.
Yes.
We had a reveal for a bra. Well, actually, we didn't show the bra last week.
Right, and there are a number of, what's so exciting to me is there are a number of events and fundraisers and things going on where people are raising money to put votes on their bra.
Shameless.
So many that it's just hard to know about or to list them all this year.
Yes.
Which is fantastic.
There is, and I don't want to interfere because you got so much to talk about.
That's great.
But Bras for the Cause is dear to both you and I and a lot of other people. But there's a lot of people responsible for that.
Oh my gosh,
and
yes.
And it's the only time during the year, folks, that we can actually say this, but there are big boobs that take care of all of the...
And a big bro.
And one big bro.
And one big bro.
And one big bro.
Yes.
And those individuals are due the appreciation that they do.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say
it's all volunteers.
All volunteers, and thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you. But, as one of those big boobs, I just want to also say that I feel like that what we do is try to make sure that whatever anybody wants in the way of things to make their their display special,
Right.
their shameless campaigning fund, and to make, and to raise the most money. This is a community-driven event, and I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Where we basically,
Oh, yeah.
our job is to try not to tell anybody no.
Right.
Absolutely.
And just see what we can do to make it, to make that happen. And the bras over the years have just become so amazing.
Right.
And I think this year is going to be quite possibly the biggest production we've ever seen.
Well, if
we are preparing.
associated with Disney, that makes it.
Well,
Right.
exactly. Yeah,
Let's take a break because I want to say something about Tubby.
Yes,
That new, but let's take a break.
Okay.
And come
We'll
back because you got so much to talk about.
I do.
We've only been in it 4 days.
Yes.
So,
I know.
y'all come back, CTFM right here. At the
And it's
Texas
always
City.
available
Yeah.
at Housewarmers of Greenville.
Y'all come back with us.
The recipe for great food is simple. Make it fresh. Wings to go in Greenville, where every order is a custom order made with fresh ingredients. Wings to go, 7818 Wesley Street in Greenville. Simply great wings.
And we are live from the Texan Lobby Studio, the historical Texan Lobby Studio in downtown Greenville, Texas. It is CTFM, Coffee, Tea, Friendly, and Me, brought to you each and every Wednesday by Hunt Regional Healthcare, an organization that I didn't know that our guest had been there here a while back.
Yeah, recent.
And we have one that has Valvoline Express with it too, and that's discount wheel entire. Folks, we are on the downside, if you might say, of Pud and what she is bringing to this community, and that's information is so good.
Right.
It's so very good.
Oh,
So
but
Pud,
also he asked us to tell them to please, they probably played with their computer. Our audio went out,
Right.
and they were probably trying desperately to fix their phone, their computer, whatever. It wasn't your fault.
it wasn't your fault.
I'm sorry for our
Right. And
technical
right
difficulties.
quick, I told Pud was going to do this. The reason, one of the big reasons for this event that's coming up Thursday evening at 5:30 or 6 o'clock?
It's 6 to 8:30.
6 to 8:30 is that
Here.
the new,
Yes.
A lot of
the
it'll be
new
here.
Tubby
The mobile mammography coach.
mammography, and I can say that now. There it is, right there. Right, I
Yes.
took a picture
She's
of it
so pretty.
yesterday. It is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's going to be paid off.
Right.
It's going to be paid off.
It's going to be here, right?
It's going to be here,
gonna-
right?
It's going to be
downtown?
here, and in fact, that'll be the background for what we call our selfie station.
Right.
Okay.
We have a whole bunch of different crazy accessories and things people can put on if they want, and then they can pose around in front of Tubby.
Folks, take the time this Thursday evening, 6 o'clock, downtown Greenville, Texas.
Not tomorrow.
Huh?
A week from Thursday.
A week from tomorrow.
October the 13th.
October the 13th. But because it's going to be a great time.
It's a great time. It's
All
going to
right.
visit your
amazing.
Continuing
neighbors.
on.
Next,
Okay, all
Next
right.
up.
Looking at some other things coming up, in a little bit later in the month, Altrusa Club is having a Walk for Freedom on October the 15th, which is that's the following Saturday, from 9 to 10:30 at the courthouse. And it's to talk about helping bring awareness to and preventing human trafficking.
Human trafficking is the scariest thing I've ever.
Yes.
I mean, I thought, you know, big mobsters taking people. This is, you think they're a boyfriend.
Oh, it's amazing.
And all of a sudden you're in somewhere you don't want to be, and you don't know how to get out.
Right.
And it's very scary.
It's a lot coming up and a lot more prevalent than we realize.
Yeah.
And that's what I think some of these wonderful programs are doing, is bringing awareness to that. Also coming up, and I just want to mention this one because these kids volunteer for us for Bras for the Cause every year, and they're absolutely astonishing. The Quinlan FFA, the Greenville FFA does an amazing job to us, as well as, in fact, they made all the Brobbies this year. But on the night of the event, when the exhibits close, the Quinlan FFA shows up with trailers and this mass of kids.
Oh, man.
And they take down the entire exhibit and move everything over to Uptown Forum while the award ceremony is going on, and people have absolutely no idea what those kids do. They are our elves.
I'm wondering,
our elves.
Oh my gosh. Take the stuff out of here in the lobby. A bunch of bras are in this lobby, and it's just all of a sudden it's all gone.
It's absolutely amazing. But they're having their annual auction on the evening of October 15th from 5 to 9 p.m. And the FFA auctions are such a great way to raise money. It's a great way to support the kids.
Look who the auctioneer is, you know?
Yes.
I mean, Terry Driggers,
exactly.
He
does all
faster
that.
than a dog can run.
Right, yes. Also on that night, if you've got little ones, the Northeast Texas Children's Museum is having their spooky night at the museum from 6:30 to 8:30. And it's an event where they can wear their costumes and go and play in the museum. And they'll have activities and spooky snacks and all kinds of different things like that. Tickets are available on that, and the information is in my newsletter as well. Then on October 22nd, moving to the next weekend, Twin Rotors Mission is hosting a fundraising event called The Real Cost of Freedom. And y'all may have had them on to talk about that one.
Yeah, Paula, she's been on.
Okay, yes, but that's coming up, and that is got all kinds of different activities and things, and it'll be at the Caddo Creek Event Center. Also that weekend is the Torque and Tire Throwdown, which is one of the big fundraisers for Hunt County Children's Advocacy Center.
A big old thank you to Innovation First.
Yes, because it's held on the parking lots at Innovation First. And they're going to have live music. They'll have a big car show. And they've got IndyCar driver Santino Ferrucci there.
And yours truly will be the MC.
There we go. Yes. Also that weekend, you've got Bikers Against Addiction. And they're doing a tricycle run from Greenville to Quinlan. And that's going to be to collect bikes and skateboards and tricycles for children whose parents are recovering from addiction.
Wow.
And this is a really neat program that they've got going on. And so you've got that one that's that day as well. That evening, Greenville Parks and Recreation, this is all still on October 22nd, is holding their second annual Fall Family Campout. And this is where you bring your tent and your sleeping bags, and they have a big campout.
We talked about it. We had them on last week.
Yes, so
an amazing event.
Yes. And so that's really neat. Then let's see, we've got coming on up on October 25th, GISD is having their Golden Lions Luncheon. This is for seniors.
Seniors, yeah.
And
not senior high school, but senior like me.
Yes,
us,
exactly.
all of us.
60 plus.
60 plus.
And this is it starts at 11 a.m. It includes a lunch that's cooked by all of the culinary students there. They will have then musical presentations and other presentations from some of the students at Greenville High School. They will kind of give an update on what's going on in the school district. And then best of all, everybody that comes gets what they call a golden ticket, which is your pass to get in free to any GISD event, and the tickets do not expire.
They do.
Wow.
I have one.
I do too.
We got a minute.
Yes, okay. Let's see what else we've got going on. It's Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And so you've got Women in Need has a whole series of activities that are going on there, and they're reminding you to wear purple. October 29th, we've got the Caddo Mills Fall Stroll, which is their downtown activities. Right. We have a free movie at the GMA, which is Hocus Pocus, which will be fun. There's a few things going on Halloween. I haven't seen a lot yet, so I'm going to try to do my newsletter next month a little bit earlier. But Parks and Recs is hosting a Halloween hangout, which will be at Reese Davis starting at 5:30. They're doing they're doing a mashup of Hanging with the Heroes and Halloween together.
All right.
And so they'll have all kinds of things and end with a movie. There will be the drive-through trick-or-treat for the city of Greenville in front of the municipal building.
Right.
And then there are some other things going on in November, like the Drug Take-Back event, the Bob Wills Fiddle Festival, the Majors Fly-In, the Veterans Day Parade. So we're just going to go bum, bum, bum every single weekend from now until Christmas is packed.
Right. Yes.
And it's so exciting.
Good. Thank you again.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
We got to go. We have got to get out of here. But you know what? It continues at noon.
In the theater.
In the theater.
On the big stage.
On the big stage, yeah. Cowgirl Janey and Marshal Allen Bailey. Come in here. Y'all come with us. Come on back. And remember, keep it in your boot.